What is up, mofos? JJ back here from Run Pure Bets with another free pick for you. This time it's going to be a Major League Baseball for Tuesday, April the 13th. Game's going to be played between the Chicago White-Sox and the Cleveland Indians. Going for the Sox is Lucas Giolito, and for the Tribe is Shane Bieber. Current betting spread is a pick'em, and the total is 7. All right, so it was nice to grab another vid win with the first 5 over Yankees-Rays from last Thursday. Corey Kluber and Rich Hill. Also nice to land another best bet from the live video with Joey. Rays team total over 3.5. But look, that's the past. We move onward. So the sample is growing, slowly growing more and more as the days go by. Data slowly gets more and more objective. And your projections for MLB can feel healthier as the days go on. And what does this all mean, right? I don't want to say many people are dart throwing early on in the Major League Baseball season, but estimated guesses maybe at best. Look, leverage the market more than ever early on in the year, but to open up some favorable spots for you, because you really, how much can you trust this data? So you're almost better off fading steam, if you will, earlier in the year. But now we're getting a much bigger sample, and now we can kind of finally get some objectiveness to this. Now, with this in mind, a lot of quote-unquote chalk has been hitting to start the season. Big money line favorites, underdogs blowing late leads, a lot of overs coming through. With that said, remember, this is MLB. Big dogs win, big bats get slowed down. Sure, there are samples throughout the year where MLB can be super predictable from a surface level, but for the most part, expect the unexpected. That's basically my sermon for today. And yeah, I drink my water with lemon, shitheads. Safe sex is great sex. At least that's what I'm told. I don't really know much about that. All right, so let's dive in here. Today's slate is interesting. A whole lot of good pitching matchups, right? And one certainly here as well. Despite this low number, I really like it under 4 in this spot. I got that minus 115 bet MGM in New Jersey. Now, I get it. This is about as low of a number as you'll see in any AL park, but it's quite justified, and I'd certainly argue not low enough. Now, both these guys are capable of winning the Cy Young this year and have started with just ungodly K per 9 numbers. Surface level ERA says these two are having average starts with both their both guys having 2 starts. But roll back the curtain and their advanced numbers are just off the charts. Giolito's ERA is 4.22, but FIP, xFIP in the low 2s. Bieber ERA at 3.65, but advanced stuff lands him in the mid to low 3s, or mid 2s, low 3s. Home run ball has plagued these guys a bit early on, especially Bieber, who's given up a long ball in back-to-back starts, but he certainly draws a team here with a lot of pop from the Sox, but this team's cooled down a bit after their hot start. Cleveland's bats on the other end have found some life, but look who they've played thus far. Tigers, Royals, Tigers, and then this series. Pitching isn't exactly either of those teams' strengths in any facet. So I'd argue Cleveland's had it good so far as who they've had to verse pitching-wise or batting-wise. And now they draw the best arm they've seen all year. Same goes for the Sox. And I can talk on each of these lineups and dick sizes of dudes, but is it really necessary? No secrets about these two teams, and I'm not a BVP guy by any means, so I could care less how big a dick is or how big a guy's dick is against whatever starting pitcher. The numbers are what they are, but again, the reason why I'm not a big BVP guy is over time pitchers, they change their mechanics, they throw faster, they throw slower, and I get it. Some guys just have a good read off of some guys' delivery, but for the most part, BVPs following that blindly is just going to get you into trouble. And I could talk on bullpens, but what does that matter? If this game's in the pens, that means this bet already lost before the 5th inning. I'll touch briefly on the weather, as you should always be conscious of this when backing totals. It'll be about 50 degrees with 10-mile-an-hour winds blowing out to left center. So nothing like crazy good, but nothing crazy bad either. You don't get too many of these matchups in a season where the worst ace is at home in a pick'em game with a low total. It is the AL, though, so sure, some may get scared off, but if DeGrom plays a guy like Kershaw or DeGrom plays a guy like Scherzer in the NL, people jump to the window to bet the under at 6.5. A bit more hesitation, though, from many in the AL when 2 studs go at it, the DH. But look, this number's lined at 7 and very realistic that it goes to 7.5 overnight or even before the game. But I'll back the 2 big arms here who can wiggle themselves out of many jams. Now, these 2 are near the top of the league in home runs thus far, both these offenses. But as long as these guys can control the long ball, I really like this to stay under 4. Going under 4 in the AL is never really all that fun. Or a first 5 under 4 runs in the AL is never really all that fun. But this spot's a juicy one. So again, Indians, White Sox, first 5 under 4 from me here. I got this minus 115 at BetMGM in New Jersey. May the odds be ever in our favor. I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, Thumbs up. Create some fake accounts more. Thumbs up. If you did not enjoy, I hope you fall in a sewer. As always, drop comments below with your thoughts on the vid, and let me know who you're betting on the slate tomorrow or today, depending on when you're watching. And you always know I reply to you guys, so look, don't be shy. Be sure to check us out at runpurebets.com for all our content, including Discord access, all plays, $15 for your first week with code BETS, 25 off. Come in the water, folks. It's warm. Joey will be back with a free play on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I will return on Thursday. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to gamble responsibly and stay safe, folks.